Hi children, come back to the third chapter, history third chapter, the American Civil War. Second chapter we studied the American Britain colonies, Napoleon and the French Revolution, growth of the nationalism in America. Now third chapter we study American Civil War. After the 1789 Constitution of the Federal System Government established in North America. We studied that Britain had captured 13 American colonies under them, and a long war or a resolution, America became North American. These 13 colonies declared themselves a democratic country. Now these 13 colonies, east coast of Northern America, established the federal system of government. Federal system of government means, according to India, we have the federal system. Federal system means two-tier government. Central government, that means Modi ji and his cabinet, and the state government, state chief minister and his cabinet. So these two part together called the federal system of government today we are followed. So this federal system set up 1789 in North America along with the 13 colonies. Clear? Then this federal system government, number of state, it allowed the state to participate in the federal lawmaking process. Legislator, lawmaking means today in India, Lok Sabha is having the power to make the law. Like this, in America, they had the legislator. Legislator means Lok Sabha. That Lok Sabha commonly called their Congress. So this Congress come to make the lawmaking in North America. After that, upper house of the Congress, that means like Rajya Sabha. They had the upper house, lower house and upper house. Upper house is called the Congress and the lower house is called that Senate. Lower house is called Senate. So upper house of the Congress and the legislator called the Congress. So two, according to Indian Parliament, we have two houses, upper house and lower house, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. These two included is called the parliament. American government, North American federal system, they have the legislator and the upper house of the Congress. This legislator is come to call the Congress and the upper house of the Congress is called the Senate. Then century after a war of the American independence, after an American independence war, severe difference divided in the state of the USS. Economical, basically states are divided on the basis of the economics, leading to the American Civil War. This difference between the economical growth divided the country or led the country another war. That another war come to call the American Civil War, began from 1861 to 1865. This war, the federal government of the Union supported by the state of the North USA, that means North United States of America. Thus American Civil War supported by the American Northern USA, that is called the United States of America, fought against 11 states. This American Civil War fought against the 11 states of the Southern USA. Southern US means Southern United States of America. America divided into two parts, that is North America and the South America. South America is North America had the 13 colonies together, themselves declared the independence, and the South American colonies, the North America had the fight against the 11 states that is consisted of the South USA or South United States of America. and had organized themselves as a Confederate State of America. These South USA established their government called the Confederated State of America. Confederated State of America. Now come to the cause of the war. The main basic of the cause of the war is a economical difference between the South and the North State of America. South and North State of America. Now what are the basic difference between the North and Southern states? Economic difference, and the major issue was a economic difference that led to a major political issues and developed into the northern and southern state. Basically they had the economical problems. That economical difference led to the large issue of a political background or a political impact or political development in the north and south part of USA. Now how the economic development happened? America divided into South America and North America, divided on two parts. Trade and commerce or industry and the farming. North America come in the category of the industrialization, and the South America come on the basic of the farming or a plantation. So North America mein what happened? Almost all the industrial developed and expanded in the North America. Due to that, lot of rapid growth of urbanization taken there, and the cities and town well developed. The manufacturing of the goods grown very well, and industries set up, leading to the growth of a town and cities. Urbanization become more rapid than the construction of the canals and introduction of the railway. Urbanization led to the rapid construction of canals for the water supply and the introduction of the railway. That happened in the North America on the basic of the economic development. Whereas South states, that means South USA, South United States of Americas, based on the cotton began to be cultivated on a large area. The farming plantation means or a farming based on the cotton cultivation, a large scale on vast plantation, feed the growing industries both England and in the northern state of America. England also need the raw material, cotton as a raw material for their industrial purpose, as well as North American industries also need the cotton as their raw material. So both states, South America, South states produced the cultivated the cotton plantations. Southern state remained rural and exchanged the raw materials for the industrial goods. Southern state of the America, there was no changes. That states remained as it is a American or as it is a farming area or a plantation area. It could not change. It remained as a rural area and continued the supply of the raw material for the industries of North and Britain, North Americans and the Britain country. Trading system. Now what are the trading systems? Trading systems coming there. Trading system coming there. Northern state preferred tariffs. Tariffs means North states tariffs means taxes. Whatever commodity or the productions brought to the North America, they implemented or they imposed high tax on them. Why they imposed high tax? So that the public, common people should not buy that expensive things which imported from the foreign countries. So the local produced commodity will be easily sold by the or easily purchased by the common people or the local people of the North American state. The cheaper local production or commodity will be available in the markets, whereas southern state preferred the tax free. Southern states, they don't want any tax. They made all their cultivated things or produced commodities a tax free trade with Britain in order to get cheap manufactured goods in exchange for raw cotton. Raw cotton taken from the southern state to the Britain. So Britain produced goods imported to the south states of the America. So they implemented their tax free production so that the cotton cultivation, cotton should be sold, exchanged for the raw materials in cheap rate to the manufacturing of the goods. That is the difference between the south state and the north state of the America on the basis of the trade terms. Southern part tax free commodities imported to the south states, that for the exchange of the cotton raw material for the manufacture of the cotton industry, which brought by the Britain. Northern state, they imposed high tax on the imported things of the Britain so that the local produced items will be sold in the market in cheaper rate and the expensive foreign produced goods should be less bought by the people. Now slavery. Now come to the next part, slavery. Britain had shipped a large number of African to the North American colonies to work. That means America had the slavery. Slavery means Hindi में it is called Gulam ban ke rehna. Gulami, we are telling the Gulami, slavery, working as under someone without any wages or any rights. That is called the slavery. So America, when North America and South America, lot of people brought from the African areas, the black people brought on to the American state. These black people worked under the American people, that American people who under whom these slaves, these African people are working, that person is for the master. So this master bought the American people, African people, black people to the American state and sold in the market as a property. How the market we are selling the property, like the African black people sold in the market as a property, and people come and buy them as according to their need. These black people who working under the master, they are not gaining any wages or not any right for them. Even they are not kept in a hygienic places, and they are not proper food they were not getting, proper rest they were not getting. Lot of difficulty they suffered, and they work under the North and South American people. And these business were continued in the market on the basis of a difference from the terms of race, color, language and religion. African people are black, their language is different, their color is black, and their religion is different. So these people, according to their religion, their color, their language, and their race, they are distributed to the people who are need of the slave for their work in their plantation or in the factory, and this become a business in the North and South America. These slaves had no rights and received no wages for their labor. From morning to till evening they work also. They are not having right to ask the wage. Wage means money. From morning to till evening they are working. They are supposed to get some money for their labor. That they were not allowed to ask, or they are not right to ask the money free of cost. The whole day they have to work in the field or in the industry under their master. And they were bought and sold, given away as a gift, even gambled away like any other property. These African people, black people, they are called the slave. They brought into the places, taken to the market as a property. They are sold to the other people. Sometimes as a gift they are given to the people who are like that. So these slaves are kept as a property for person. No law for them to make for their protection, and no cruel this from the cruel treatment they often received from their masters. They lived in unhygienic conditions, often badly fed, suffered from various diseases. Many were walked to death. Now we come to the after the USA gained independence, when American Civil War, after USA gained the independence, the slave labor continued to be used in the cotton plantation of the southern state. The slave were used to the southern state for plantation work, means farming. Cotton plantation work, they are used as workers. The slave trade gained new strength here when the Industrial Revolution increased in the demand for the cotton. Slave trade gained a new strength when it is cotton plantation is increased, and the cotton Industrial Revolution increased the demand for the cotton. The northern state, on the other hand, most people worked in factories as paid laborers. North American state में people who are worked in the industrial area or in the factories, they were paid the wages. But in the south area, the slave who were worked in the cotton plantation, they were not paid. And most people worked in the factories paid labor. Farms where few and small could afford to pay the laborers they employed. Every farms they paid the, or they appointed the laborers how much they need for their work. Up to here, read well and understand the points.